What's up YouTube, Redbeard's Garage, and welcome back to another video. Today,
we're getting rid of the pizza cutters.
Oh yeah! Okay, so Go Power Sports sent us one of their steering wheels and some new tires and wheels for the front of Little Red. It's definitely been needing it.
Oh yeah, that's been the biggest thing holding it back.
Yes, the front wheels and tires on Little Red are, number one, they're dry rotted. We're running like 40, banging 40 on that little booger, and we could have a blowout at any minute.
Surprised it hasn't happened, really.
Yeah, and if you go, Little Red will hook around curves, and you can really, I mean, I'm a big guy. You might not have noticed yet, but I am. I'm telling you right now. And that steering wheel flexes like crazy, so
I'm a little guy and I notice it, so
yeah, so
I can only imagine with you.
Yeah, that's all you really have on Little Red to hold yourself on the go-kart, because the seat isn't bolstered or nothing and doesn't really hold you in it. So we're going to throw these wheels and tires on the front of it, then we're going to put the steering wheel on, and also we had a brake mess up a while back. That little brake mechanism I made, I think just something bent up a little bit. I don't know what's wrong with it. I know it's just basically holding the brake engaged, and we just need to adjust all that. So we're going to get Little Red in here, throw it up on the sawhorses, fix all this stuff, and take her for a rip snot. So,
ready?
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay, we got the new tires setting up on the workbench. Now we're going to later do the aluminum wheels and the better slicks, but this matched what we put on the rear of it, so we're just going to go with these for now. So we have a new sleeve of bearings. We got to knock the bearings in each side of this, and then they should just be a pretty much direct swap out. And we also went with the Go Power Sports metal steering wheel. Now on the street go-kart build, I use that cheap eBay steering wheel. This thing is like 10 times the quality as that cheap piece of junk aluminum steering wheel. So we'll be swapping that plastic one out with this. So what we're going to do is open up these bearings.
3 hours later.
Okay, so we got the bearings out. We need 4 of them, of course. But every one of these products will be in the link in the description below. So what you need to do is get a socket that'll be the same diameter or a piece of pipe or something as this outside lip of the bearing, and then just lay it in there as straight as you can and lay that socket on top and hammer it, and that'll seal that bearing down in there. Make sure to get it as straight as possible. And I'm going to grab a socket and we're going to knock these bad boys in there. You're going to want to grab yourself an old school ball peen hammer and just lay it right on top of that bearing. Done. I'm just kidding. We got to get it sitting in there as straight as possible, which this one's acting like it does not want to sit in there straight, but we'll make her go. And just get that bearing seated all the way in there. Just look around it, make sure there's no lip. We still need to knock it down a little bit. Then you'll hear like a more solid of a hit, and that basically means that it's seated all the way. Okay, we're on the other side now, and what? Yeah, it's just like paint. Lonnie's sticking
like
his.
It was bent or something, where you dropped it on one of these hazards you got laying around the garage.
Hey, this garage is OSHA certified. And that one's done. So, Lonnie's going to show us how to do it on this one. There's your 2 bearings, there's your hammer, there's your socket. Let me grab my drink, get to it, Lonnie.
You're going to tell me what to do. Is that tray already? That was the fastest he's ever got here. That sounded...
It's in there, boy.
Sounded like she was in there, shaded.
Flipper, put the other one in.
Got inspect. Got a little crooked, but we'll straighten her out. Give her one more tap for love. She's in there. Done. Hey Holmes, I don't like the way you talk to my sister.
Alrighty. Now we got to just pull the wheels off the front of this thing. Of course. Can't remember what size it is. Definitely ain't that size.
That wasn't even close. You should shut down this garage if that's your first guess.
Okay, it was a 15/16. We're going to crack this puppy loose, it shouldn't be on there that hard. Watch it. Those things are about to come off any day. No,
once again, showing how safe we are here at Redbeard's Garage.
It's a lock. Lock that nut. It's fine. It is fine. Now I did. Oh goodness gracious!
You got some Hershey's in there.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. I put new bearings. If y'all remember, I did it on the video pretty good while ago. But I put brand new bearings and I repacked everything with grease. Go ahead and pop that other side off.
I will.
Don't block the camera or I'll block your face.
Of course, my side's the
tighten it or loosen. Man, look, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably just going to throw these wheels away. If someone wants these, the front and the back tires off of a Little Red, one of them has. Oh, I had a brand new tire. You remember we put a brand new tire on it and then burnt the far out of it with the nitrous when it was a one-wheel peel. But if someone wants these wheels, comment below. The first person that says they want them, you pay for shipping, you can have them. I'll ship them. If you will email me a shipping label or something, I'll send them to you. Oh yeah, lay it right on the floor.
I did.
What a jackwagon.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, different style video. You know, more. A lot of our videos are more serious.
This is happening in the background. You just don't get to see it.
Yeah, all the time. Those bearings are still good. I mean, so if someone does want these, they're gonna have new bearings. I'll give you $1 if you lick that. Dude, money's hard to come by these days. That's a bargain.
We're in a recession. Times are tough.
Times are tough. I don't have nowhere to set this greasy thing. Well, start opening your eyes and you see them every once in a while.
Start opening your mouth and we'll become better friends.
Oh gosh. That got dark quick. Make sure you put the valve stem out, sir.
Huh?
You don't want the valve stem in? More aerodynamically correct.
Catching wind out here and stuff. Where'd you say?
Oh, put the big washer on first. Oh my gosh, it's like I'm working with a monkey. Like an old, worn out, derelict circus monkey.
That's racist.
Sorry. I beat Lonnie, basically. I won that race. So we got these new tires installed. That was the hardest job I think I've ever did on the go-kart. That was ridiculous. It's stressful.
Time consuming.
It's crazy. Now the steering wheel. Once I tried, I just messed with it a little bit to get the steering wheel off. It has a couple, looks like 10 mils, would you say?
12. Damn.
You went with my gut. I don't think it's a 12. Nope. I'm going to say 7/16. Bam! Second guess.
Sounds good.
That could use some lube. Alright, it looks like we got 3 7/16 bolts around this thing. I mean, you don't have to take them out. You should be able to loosen them.
That one's all the way through.
Oh, is it? It's a nut and bolt. Okay. Good eye. Good eye.
Don't you look at me with them dead eyes.
Like I said, I tried to take this off once before, and it didn't want to budge. So I'm hoping this time. Well, and then I didn't want to really like beat it off of there because I was scared that if I beat it off there, then I didn't have another steering wheel back then, so I didn't want to be left without a go-kart. We got Widowmaker running and he drove it around the yard. I was on Aubrey.
No, because we jumped it that first day and then we were going down to Dollar General. When
oh, that's right. Yeah, so it wasn't the first day, it was the second day. Sorry.
Get your facts straight.
Lonnie was riding around the house following me. I was on the daddy-daughter go-kart. He breaks one tie rod. We pull it in here. I weld it up. I tell him, watch for my welding leads. Make sure everything's out of the way. He just hog-foots it out of here. Slings my welder. It knocked my tank over. If you don't know nothing about welding tanks, them mothers are under some PSI. Knocked it over, broke my regulator on it, and then 10 minutes later broke the other side tie rod link.
I can't help it, you buy junk.
I can't help you break junk. Now it should, I mean, I've never taken one of these steering wheels off. It should,
beat it off?
Yeah, let's just try to hammer this thing.
What was that?
This.
Oh.
I mean, I could take an angle grinder.
I don't want to be in this garage when you cut that with the angle grinder.
It seems like it's just, it had basically a hole drilled through the shaft and it had a bolt and a nut going through it. So I'm just going to cut this little section out right here and then cut it down the middle. So let's see how this goes. Metal cutting discs are not made for plastic. I think something about it, like the heat, they can't handle the heat, so it's kind of dangerous doing that. So make sure to wear safety equipment or just don't do what we do. Okay, as you can see, this is the piece I had cut and slid up. Now basically what it is, it's like a square head on the end of this shaft, and it's like pressed onto that steering wheel, so that explains why it's so hard to get off. So hope you have something to either cut that with, melt it with, something. Now I'm just going to take this flathead and try to go around this. I about bet I'm going to have to cut the other side as well, if I can get to it, that is, because steering wheel only turns so far. I can get into this cavity here now. See if I can do some. So I'm going to do some prying and get this thing off here. This just really goes to show you how well made Manco karts are. Because I guarantee if this is a Chinese go-kart, we'd have done had this thing off. Finally got that piece off. Alright, now I just got to clean this little knuckle up, because when you get a steering wheel, I don't know if Go Power Sports gives you this little this disc that you need to weld on to your steering shaft to bolt the steering wheel to. But I'm just going to clean up this end of this rod, make sure my tires are straight, and it's got a 3-bolt design. The top bolt needs to be centered. That will be the steering wheel straight. So I'm going to tack this on and then do a bead all the way around it, and then we can set our steering wheel on there and bolt her down. So let me get to cleaning this, and then we'll get to it. Okay, so I cleaned this up, and I had to grind this down quite a bit to clear the nuts on this steering wheel. And he's going to try to hold this as straight as he can while I can put a good tack on it, make sure it's flat as well. Okay, I'm going to unbolt this seat, and we're going to make some new brackets to move this puppy back, because when we made this new rear end, that gave us probably 3 inches to move the seat back. So 4 nuts and this bad boy will be off here. We have the seat off. Okay, as you can see, this is getting caught on this seat bracket, so I'm probably just going to Dremel out a little hump for that, because this brake is actually almost locked up. I'm going to grab a hammer. Another thing that happened is this bolt and nut came undone. I need to put a lock nut on this. We were supposed to have done that last time and we forgot, but I'll have to pick one up at the hardware store. Okay, just made a new brake rod. When we did this rear end, we had this one laying around, so I just used it, but it had these weird 45s and whatnot, so I've been a new one for that. And what was causing the brake issue is this is catching right here, so I'm going to grind a little spot out, and then I'm going to weld some tabs in to mount the seat further back, because we can get about three more inches back on the seat. And also our key had fell out of the brake rotor. The key that I used was too wide to fit under, and I should have just cut it down to size. It was wider than the collar on the actual brake disc. So now I put a smaller one in it and clock these collars so they can't let it escape. So this is all fixed now. I just have to, like I said, grind this out so when you really stomp on the brakes, it's not going to hit this, and this little ear right here is going to catch. So grind that out, weld some tabs on for the seat, and we'll be ready to ride this thing.
So what do you think of the upgrades?
The steering wheel's nice. I'd say the biggest thing is scooting the seat back 3 inches, because before you'd be like this and steering wheel up in your chest. Now you got a nice feel to it. I like it. I like it a lot.
I mean, basically we still kind of got pizza cutters on the front, don't you think? But
upgraded pizza cutters.
Yeah, they're upgraded. We will be putting, these tires are all dry rotted over there, but we will be putting a set of those on.
Slicks.
That style anyways.
They almost look like you're pointing to those like, those are worse pizza cutters. What are you doing?
He's talking about the pressure washer. He was talking about those pressure washer tires. But yeah, I think we can wrap this baby up.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we got all the parts put on Little Red, and I think it's going to make a pretty big improvement.
I hope so.
Yeah, because the steering wheel feels really nice. The tires are quite a bit, well, they're not a lot wider, they're a lot taller. so it don't make you set, you know, before, if you remember, we set at kind of a downhill rate.
Like a dragster.
Yeah, like a hot rod. But
and they're not dry ride. That's always a plus.
Yeah, I'm not worried they're going to explode. We was going to try to ride it, but unfortunately I don't get off work until like 5. I don't get home until like 5:30, so we only got a small window of daylight, and it just wasn't going to work out. So we wanted to get this video up because we have a lot more things in store for Little Red over the next week. So definitely stay tuned to that. She's going to be getting fun.
I can't wait to ride it. I want to see the improvements.
Yes. So
I feel like that steering wheel's going to feel pretty good.
Yeah, we're going to do a good video. I did move that seat back 3 inches.
And that, I forgot.
Yeah. And we haven't got to ride it yet with that either. I didn't have to make any brackets. Actually, I just re-drilled 2 holes for the front. It has 4 bolts in the seat. I just re-drilled 2 holes for those front bolts to set in, and the rear of the seat actually sits on the frame. So as you've seen in that video, it works out pretty nice. And then I got the brakes all fixed up. There was a issue with that little mechanism I had made. It was hitting the seat bracket, so I just dremelled out a little spot in it and got that all fixed.
And the whole rotor was just...
Yeah. The key falling out of that rotor was definitely not a plus. Faux show. We did want to announce in this video, we're going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to let it run for a few days. We're going to be giving a performance kit for a Predator. So be on the lookout for that video. It's going to come with a header, air filter, jet kit, the pre-filter, and the air filter adapter. And I'm going to throw in the filter to put on your valve cover, because once you remove the air box, it leaves that port on the valve cover open. So be on the lookout for that video. We're trying to give back to you guys. Thank you for letting us get to 8,000 subscribers. I remember, you know, it seemed like just a couple months ago hitting 1,000.
It was just a couple months ago.
Yeah, and being super excited. I mean, I was pumped. I remember I called you as soon as we hit it, and I just couldn't believe it. And now we're at 8,000 so quick. So I hope we grow pretty big this year, guys. Got a lot of giveaways coming to you. I definitely want to keep giving back to everybody that support me. So yeah, we'll put some videos out of us riding this thing, and be looking forward to a lot better content, a lot more content in 2017.
Hopefully a race with the street go-kart and Little Red coming up.
Yeah, soon, because we need to get that 9-horse slapped on that puppy. For sure. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook. Go check out Go Power Sports. Links are in the description below on these steering wheels and these tires. And use that 10% discount code to save you some cheddar. This is Redbeard's Garage, and we're out.